Here's Corin.
Alright, we're rolling. What's up, my man?
What's cracking?
Oh, dude, just chilling. This is gonna be a fun interview. We're not gonna go too far into the woods with it, but it's my buddy Cory, and we go pretty far back. But there's some stuff that I don't know about you in terms of just where you were born and stuff like that. So let me get to know you a little bit better, and then we'll end up catching up to where we met. But where were you born?
Dearborn, Michigan.
Dearborn, Michigan.
Yeah, man.
What?
Car capital, baby. Come on.
I didn't know you were from Michigan.
Yeah.
What? How long did you live in Michigan for?
So I was like 5, and then my mom decided she didn't like it there anymore, and
Right.
went to California, and
Yeah, so that was kind of like, I ended up bouncing from Arkansas at about the same age, like I was like 6 or something like that, to Georgia. But going from Michigan to California, which did you land right there in the Studio City area?
yeah. My mom was, chasing the dream, and
What do you mean
she wanted to be an actor, but
Oh, did she?
That
Okay.
never panned.
Well, what the chances of
Right.
being successful in that game are.
So
People don't realize,
Yeah, but she raised me and my sister there, and
What's your sister up to now?
she lives in Del Mar, dude.
No kidding. Right on, dude. How's she doing?
2 kids, she can't complain,
Yeah?
living the dream.
Do you see her often?
Once a week, maybe every other
Oh,
week.
that's a lot.
Yeah, dude, 20 minutes down the road.
Yeah, bro. That's awesome, man. That's really cool. So when were you doing the acting thing as a child as well?
Not so much. If it came around, of course, I did a Levi's commercial, and I wasn't outgoing. I wanted, it's not the gig I wanted to be in.
Yeah.
So, but I did commercials and game show, and that's it.
Yeah, that card one. What was it?
Card Sharks?
Card Sharks. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I get reminded all the time. So.
Yeah, that's hilarious, man. I love it. What elementary school were you going to there?
Dude, I guess at the time it'd be Burbank Boulevard. Yeah, Burbank.
Oh, so you weren't at Colfax Elementary?
No, never Colfax. Burbank. Rio Vista. Maybe 1 year there.
Is that the one that's up on the little hill up in Susan?
No, it's deep it's in the valley.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
What park is that? Not Bluffside Park.
Oh.
Down in the ditch.
Yeah.
The school sits above it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I don't. Havenhurst is on.
I can't remember. But when you were young though, then what was your thing? What were you into? When I got out to LA, I had just come out of the breakdancing thing. I was all in the breakdancing, hip hop scene and all that.
I was a breaker. Plenty of contests in the valley. I don't know if did you ever hit any contests?
Well, I used to go to which movie place was that on Laurel Canyon and Victory, the big movie theater there.
Everybody used to banks over there.
Yeah, but everybody used to break dance back behind it where the park is.
Right. Okay.
And that was a big circle there. But I came out a few times with visit my dad. He was living in Van Nuys, and there was a bunch of breakers that my stepsister knew. Mm-hmm. So I started hanging with those dudes, and they were taking me over there. And that was before I moved out to LA. And I was nervous to break dance against all those dudes because when I got out here, I was like, wait, how are they even doing these moves? Because in Atlanta, we were still just pop rocking, maybe do a little, some electric sliding and stuff. But they were just the windmills and
They were going off out here, dude. I was in no crew except for maybe my apartment complex crew.
Right.
It was us. And in junior high, we were still doing it.
Yeah.
And a couple of, what are they? Trips you take with your school, like to the museums.
Oh, yeah.
So they all did buses from different schools all day. So we'd get off the fucking bus and there was breakers there, straight battling. Right off the bus at the museum. Yeah, dude, it was awesome. But
that's sick.
That was part of the thing back then.
Yeah, it was, dude. It was a big part of the thing, and that's how I got into the graffiti scene as well. Was my breakdancing name Kid Cruz, drawing it in bubble letters or little arrows coming off of it, and then when breakdancing became kind of taboo. There was a certain point where if you were seeing breakdancing on a street corner,
yeah, bro. I mean, come on. What are you doing, bro?
Yeah, and then
lucky I had older friends to show me the way and say, it's kind of over now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I wasn't never that guy. So.
I mean, people were still battling in the dance clubs. That was still going on, so quite a bit. But
I know nothing about it.
But yeah. I was kind of over it at that point too. But you got into the graffiti thing.
Yeah.
What was your first tag name?
Ooh. I want to say it was Jester, but I can't remember.
That might be right. Well,
Keebler.
Oh, Keebler. That's what it was. That's
Keebler.
exactly right. Keebler. That's
Keebler.
What it was.
Yeah.
That was your tag. That was when I was tagging Extreme.
Right.
You were Keebler from because we were in the same graffiti crew, TBS back then, the Bomb Society.
Mm-hmm.
Which was me and you and the two Van Quarters were there in that, and
was Tim in there?
And Tim was in it. Wow. He was shy from TBS and everybody back Doom. A big Renee Lugo, Renee Lugo. It was a deep crew at one point.
Was K's in it? Was K's in TBS?
K's, no, he was in KSN though. I used to paint with him a lot. Yeah. K's got down.
K's always got down.
Yeah.
Much respect to that dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And that's around the time when we met. Was around, I guess that would have been when I was in like 8th grade. Mm-hmm. You would have been what?
6th
grade, I think. Yeah, 6th grade. I think.
Wow.
I know. And then Danny was even younger than you because he was tagging C at that time.
Yeah, he's a baby.
And he was like 10 years old or something, bro, running around catching tags, dude.
Go back to your sister, dude.
I know, that was nuts, man.
Wow.
So during that time period, I know you and I ended up rolling, and we got involved in some gang bullshit and all that. We don't have to get into all of that stuff, right. Really, even though it's an absolutely fascinating topic, but it's probably maybe for another time. But what I'm more interested in is that arc that happened for you. Once if you just want to go into like how things fell apart right there at the end when you turned 18 and then things went sideways.
Well, drugs had a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
And running the streets. I mean living on the streets.
Yeah.
I was mobile. I had a car, but man, that lifestyle sucks. Couch riding all the time, like I said, drugs, and the only way for me out was to get the fuck out.
Right.
And what I mean by getting the fuck out is away from everybody I knew, and get far. And what I did was I went to Tennessee. I had family, so I don't know anybody in Tennessee.
Yeah.
It's a good way to get sober.
And was that after the year or so stint in the when you were 18?
Yeah.
It was right after that, right?
Yeah. All the jail time, all the bullshit. It was after that.
Yeah.
Because I just get out of jail and do the same shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
well, look at
this fucking cycle, bro.
Yeah.
And the people we were running with,
I know.
We weren't doing the right things.
Yeah. What's interesting though is that for the majority of all the characters that we ran with back then, and as wild as most of them were, the ones that are still alive, it's interesting because I'd say about almost 90% of them are actually just doing pretty damn good and living. They're
fucking normal people. They really are, and normal lives.
Yeah,
taking care of business, raising families.
Yeah.
I mean, we're lucky we even got that far.
I know.
Right?
It's really crazy.
It's awesome though.
Because there are a number of our friends who didn't come through, and a number who will never see the light of day from prison again,
right.
Which is almost a worse sentence to me.
That's and they've been locked down for 25 years already. That's their life, dude. I mean, there's no around that.
It's insane.
Never gonna get out.
And when you came back out from Tennessee though, and then you ended up heading down to SD area.
That's exactly where I went. My sister lived there, and I was like, I'm tired of Tennessee. It's Hickville.
Yeah.
Country as fuck. I mean, there's great places, but where I was,
Yes.
I'm a city boy in a fucking little town, and I'm like, nah. 2 years is nothing. I'm sober now. I want to do something.
Yeah.
And nothing's gonna get done here.
Yeah.
My sister lived in San Diego. I went out there. I said, Cory, I'll get a job in 2 weeks. Let me move with you. And she's like, sure.
Oh, that's great. My sister's done the same thing for
Dude.
me too.
And this is exactly what happened.
The best.
2 weeks later, I had a job. I don't remember. Maybe I was working in a factory doing, I don't know. I was working in a Mexican factory. They were doing silk screening. I'm the only white boy.
Nice.
I'm the only white boy here
Yeah.
in the silk screening factory. It lasted for about 5 days.
Right.
But
that's great.
But it was a job. It was what I told her I was going to do. And,
yeah. But you built up a whole business for yourself out of nothing. I mean, coming from no college education.
Mm-hmm. Well, there is college education. A lot of it was skirt chasing, so it didn't last. It didn't last. But yeah. But
so you went to a community college for a while, or a regular college?
I went to LA Valley for a minute.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I went to San Diego Mesa.
Oh, right on, man. What were you trying to study there?
Avionics, dude. Aviation.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what were you thinking?
Skies, bro.
You wanted to actually become a pilot?
Yeah.
Bro, I can see that.
Dude.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah. So yeah, aviation.
If I got onto an airplane and looked over and you were flying the thing, I would crack up, bro. I would crack up. I would be like, "Come on, are you serious?" Of all paths, it's like just fly safe, okay?
There's only one way to fly, and it's safe, bro. Trust me.
So how come you weren't able to pursue it to the full extent?
Like I said, it was skirt chasing. It was money. To be a pilot, it costs a lot of money.
Right.
You got to get your hours. This rating this.
Couldn't you have joined the military to do that?
Oh yeah, but dude, I was way beyond that. I mean, that was 25. Maybe.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So yeah, that was out the window for me. All this, so
yeah.
So yeah, that college didn't work out. I've been flying a few times.
But it says a lot that you went back. I mean, because I know from being in school with us and all of the guys, it wasn't like the first thing on our list to do was maintain a really strong GPA.
No.
So, but all of us, I for the most part, most of us were pretty sharp dudes, to be honest. I mean, street savvy and
real street
and
savvy.
there's a lot that you can do with street smarts when you apply it to a business world.
True.
Especially if you apply it honestly and successfully, but that's to me is what's such a great story, because when I heard your story, when I heard about what you were doing, and you had your own company, your own pool cleaning company, and you had a bunch of accounts, and you had accounts with, I was like, dude, that is what is up. I was so stoked to hear it, because that's all I like to. That's what I want to hear is that. So I mean, how did you hustle that up out of absolutely nothing, bro?
This is how I hustled it. So I was a supervisor for cable company for 10 years at least, maybe 12. Where it was a grind, bro. It was 4:00 in the morning till 9:00 at night.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's 4 days a week, granted, but still, that's every day. So. I did that for 12 years. Almost didn't see my kids grow up because I was working. My days were off for Monday and Tuesdays.
Yeah.
So the weekends I was always working. I was doing that grind. And when my kid was 5, I just was like, what the fuck what just happened? My son's 5 years old.
Yeah.
And I just,
like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I just said, fuck this job. And I just quit. And I'm like, what am I going to do? I don't know. Let's collect unemployment for a few weeks to figure it out, because I'm just tired of working. My buddy's like, I'll hire you. I'm like, can you give me like $600 a week maybe? He's like, yeah, no problem. And he had fucking a shit ton of pools.
Wow.
So for 1 year I worked for him, and then I was like, you know what? I ain't making enough
Keep
money.
talking. I'm just going to check this.
I ain't making enough money.
Right.
So I decided to buy my own route. And I already learned the business. I mean, there's a lot of things you learn just things break, you fix them, and then
Right.
other shit happens. You're like, what? I never ran into this before. But anyways, I ended up buying a route, and and it just grows. Just grew.
And now how many?
Started at 50, and now I'm around 100. So, and that's 9 years. But in this business, you lose and you get.
Right.
People move. The new person doesn't want you. They don't want a pool guy. They want to take care of some whatever.
Whatever.
You lose, you gain. So, it's an easy gig, dude.
How many people do you got working under you right now?
No, dude, just me. I contract one dude out for my hard work, like my heaters.
Right on. Yeah.
I service everything, but if something goes bad,
Well, that's maximizing your return.
right.
So it does.
He'll make
it does
his
put
money. I'll make my money.
But it puts more of a hustle on you on the day on sort of the regular. But
Right.
But it does increase that profit margin personally, which is well worth it, right?
Yeah, dude. If I would have known the pool industry when I was 20, oh my god, oh my god. If I would have known this shit then, yeah. Don't think pool guys are just pool guys.
Yeah.
It's low rent. It's nope.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
it's an important job for for major hotels and especially high schools
right.
and any other that's
those the dudes that have those accounts.
yeah. I mean, personal pools. Some people they can take it or leave how relatively clean it is. They're not as picky, but you can't go walking into a Holiday Inn and see like green film on the bottom of the.
I have a buddy that does actually a couple Holiday Inns, and dude, he is on that constant. When they call him, he could be at another job 2 hours away, but if they call him for something, he has to be on it.
That's how his contract is. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, and then it's 5 days a week, weekends, and it's just a constant. Boom.
That sounds like almost too much for the.
It is, but you gotta weigh that kind of payout.
Yeah.
It's making pretty good bank, just that one account.
Yeah, exactly.
Great bank, but then you get the headache with it.
Exactly.
So, I'd rather not.
I feel you, man. I mean, it's it's called work smart.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, exactly.
All day.
Yeah, and when you think back to the times like when me and you were hanging out, though, are there a couple of memories you have right offhand that
I have tons of memories.
I mean, maybe some of the Hollywood, because a lot of people want to hear more kind of the Hollywood story type stuff, but some of the more ridiculous ones. It doesn't matter if it has to do with.
Well, I mean, ridiculous ones. I can just say the way I felt, because I was younger. You're a couple years older than I am, but for me personally, it almost felt like we were your entourage.
Right.
Me and whoever was hanging out with you, and this is frequent. When you weren't working, you were hanging.
Oh yeah.
So we go every clubs. I mean, that's a constant. Parties were constant. We have tore up some parks in a certain Cherokee Jeep, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Just decided to go off-roading one night in a very big park.
Roxbury Park.
Jesus. I don't know why we were doing it, but we were doing it, and
it just seemed like a great idea at the time.
It did, right? Woohoo! I'm sure there was a few Mickey's 40s in there somewhere.
There was definitely some Mickey's 40s in there somewhere.
Wow, there's so much, and
there was you mentioned the DJ Speed one though. The getting the DJ Speed.
These guys obviously went to.
I know. I wish you had been there.
To the studios with NWA Studios, actually. I don't know, is it Ruthless Studios?
Yeah. Well, it was Izzy's personal studio.
Well, here's what happened. The one thing I know is my buddy came home. I seen him the next day, and he had DJ Speed's hat on, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this? Why do you have DJ Speed hat?" I go, "Oh, we went to the studio last night," and I'm like, "You're fucking kidding me! Like, where was I grounded? I don't know, but yeah, I seen Speed hat. I'm like, wow, dude, this must have been pretty cool." And then you tell me the story.
Oh, but Well, I was just I was into my rap thing back then and was doing a demo with DJ Speed. This was before Parker Lewis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This was before I was even on Parker Lewis, and so I was down at the studio and brought a couple of the homies. I think it was Ghost and It might have been
It was
Sad
Ghost.
Boy. Yeah, Ghost was there. It might have been
That's
Sad
the
Boy and
monster.
Ghost and someone else. It was like three of us or something. But
Ghost got the hat, man.
yeah, but we were down there and I was doing some recording and Eazy came in and wasn't too happy having us in his studio. And, he was kind of, I mean, he wasn't rudely asking us to leave, but he was like, when you guys wrap this up, why don't you just get out of my house? In fact, you're already wrapped up, so that was pretty funny. But then there was the House of Pain one too. When I brought
That's a good story. So
yeah.
You were coming to pick me up in my apartment. Was my mom there?
Yeah, she was there.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll leave her on the story. And Corin, he pulled out of the back of his pocket and he goes, "Look what I got." I'm like, "What? Let me see it." It's a cassette tape, and what it is the demo for House of Pain before it came out.
Yep.
And of course, I had the big Technique.
Oh yeah.
The big Technique stereo system.
Yeah.
My mom had, and we popped that fucker in there, and dude, it was the best. It was jump around right before anybody fucking knew what that was.
Exactly. When those horns came on, it was like, what is this?
What is going on here, dude?
Mind blowing.
Yeah, and you're like, it's House of Pain, dude. And I'm like, how the fuck did you get that? We knew Danny Bueno, those guys, but just to have that, man.
Yeah, that was rad.
That's
And it's funny because
special.
I found when I was doing the moving that I've had to do and getting on and coming on the road as well. But I found a whole case set of a bunch of different. I don't know what's on them. It just says Starship Freestyles, Rude Flow Freestyles. It has those, and I think I might have 8 or 10 different ones, and I don't know what's on them. But I'm gonna try and get them digitized and see what's up.
There might be some diamonds in there. Dude.
I think there's probably some diamonds in the rough for sure.
Wow.
I'll put them on my SoundCloud eventually, but and then when I do get back out, when I get out to LA, I'm gonna actually go back and I want to interview a bunch of my homeboys that I used to run with. And actually talk more about those days. That's not what this is about.
That'll be around too.
That'll be around too because I want to talk to maybe even get a few of us together at one time would be rad. But one thing to wrap it up though, having gone from literally living in your car and in and out of jail like everybody, all of us, all the whole crew was all in and out of jail.
Sure.
So that's not putting you in any kind of light. And then to have your own business and all of that, how did you do it? How did you get from the mindset that we were all in, where it was just constant like self-destructive behavior, to putting it all together and now being able to take care of a huge family?
Wow, huge, right?
I mean, huge family.
Oh, I think God, it probably starts with that.
You have a posse, not a family.
I do. It probably starts with that. When I met my wife, dude, I wasn't doing dirt, but I was still a party crazy dude.
Yeah.
Kiss and skirt,
Yeah.
So meeting her, and then she settled me down, and then here comes babies, and then more babies. And it's like, wow. So this is now it's not about me no more.
Right.
It's about them.
Right.
And how I have to flower these children, and make them grow.
Yeah, exactly. So they don't do the stupid shit we used to do.
I can only hope.
Oh.
I can only hope not.
Oh, not even a fraction of it, please. Not even a fraction.
Yeah. So I have to give my wife a lot of the credit, man. Just because she ain't gonna take she don't take no shit, dude.
Right.
She'll whip me up, dude, and I'll take it, but now I know. So I think it's mostly that, and just me changing, getting older. So
yeah.
I ain't got time to fuck around.
It feels good
I
to be.
I don't remember the last time I even got pulled over, bro.
Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, that's a beautiful
I'm not
thing.
worried about it. If I do get pulled over, I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
What can I help you with? Well, you're speeding. Okay, here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give no fucking grief about. No, you don't get my license. You don't need. Nah, come on.
Yeah.
Let's move along.
Just give me the ticket and
Hurry
let's
up.
go.
Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. And do you feel like now that the responsibilities that we used to try and like shake off and get away from and all of that, like that, the piles of when I saw your family photo, man, that's a lot of responsibility for you and your wife as the heads of the household there for that.
Yeah.
And but is that do you wear that responsibility with pride and
Oh yeah.
proudly? Beautiful family
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Of course. I was always waiting for the one day when all of them were going to be gone, but it seems like a never ending. But that's fine. That's fine. I mean, and then now my son drops a grandkid on me, and I'm like, okay, here we go. Second part of this journey.
Yeah, man.
First it was my kids. Now I got grandchildren. I'm like, wow, okay. And it's so new. I don't even know how to deal with it.
Exactly.
So that might be on part 2.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get a little bit more of that.
Well, that to wrap it up, because I know we're gonna go to a brewery here in just a minute and check that out. But what would you say, to people who came up kind of like us, and what kind of advice could you give them to overcome those tendencies and get their shit together?
Wow. I would say get yourself straight and maybe do some soul searching at one time by yourself. You have to be by yourself so you can really soul search.
Yeah.
Things always happen for a reason. It's hard for me to give advice on these things because nobody gave me advice on it, so I can find out for myself.
You figured it out.
It can be done. I mean, keep your nose clean.
Yeah.
Keep your nose clean. There's a lot of small shit you don't need to worry about.
Yeah. But run an honest business.
Run an honest business.
Right. Don't get over on your clients. Don't do that. Just
never try to fucking get over on anybody.
Exactly.
It's stupid. It makes you look bad, and you'll eventually get caught doing it.
Yeah.
Be an honest person. Wow, dude, it's kind of overwhelming for me. I don't know what to say. I'm not.
No, I get it, but that's what's the inspiring part. You know what I'm saying? Is that I had it fortunate in a way because I just started acting at such a young age and things just kept going and going and going, and so a lot of my life trials and tribulations happened way later in life. Like in my late 20s, I went completely broke out of nowhere. So then went into my early 30s, like having to start like I'm 18 again.
Yeah. Wow.
And I was like, what is this? And then built it all the way back up, and finally was like, at least being able to ride everything out nice and even. And then this shutdown happened, and then 3 months into that, all of my savings gone, everything gone. I either got to sell the house or I got to do this. So, instead I'm deciding to get out here and find out what's happened with everybody else. That said, let's wrap it up on that. Did this since you're doing pool service, I mean, has it affected your business much?
No, dude.
I didn't think so. You picked a safe business.
I guess I did, dude. It's pretty essential. And so, by city state standards, any commercial properties, they have to be clean all the time.
Yeah.
State comes and checks them. Commercial properties. Well, everybody's home. And if they got a pool, they're gonna use it.
That's right.
So yeah, customers I haven't seen in 5-10 years come out and want to chat it up because they've been locked down. I haven't seen them in 5 years, but that's okay. I'll chat it up with you. How are you doing? So yeah, it's essential. It's busy.
That's great.
My pool, you have to put more money into the pools because they're being used a lot more. Before lockdown,
right?
You'd be lucky that they jumped in the pool twice a year.
Right.
Now they're almost every day in the pool.
Always out
shit
there.
to do.
Yeah.
I need to stop slapping this thing right now.
That's all right. It's just part of it. That it'll sound great on here. People will be like, "Stop slapping that thing, Cory."
When you edit, I just.
Oh yeah. Oh, you think I have that technology?
I haven't seen you on.
He'll have to do it. Right? Oh, that thing. We're gonna have so many knobs and buttons and things. You know me.
Right.
Man, I appreciate you taking some time out because I know this is not your thing.
Mm-hmm.
And but when we get a chance to wrap out on the West Coast, if we can get out that far, and you're gonna see a whole different kind of a kaleidoscopic view of what life was like growing up in Hollywood at that time. It'll be interesting, my man. Thank you so much.
Right. Right.
You are an inspiration to me.
Thank you, sir.
And when I heard the good news about your success from our homies up in LA, it brought a smile to my face, because any of us could have gone in any direction.
Right.
At any given time, you know. Right. So seeing that the majority of us came out all right, you know. And if I do get to go see Doper up there, I'll give him a high five for you, bro. Give him a hug for you. Oh yeah, brother.
Right?
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, he'll be hilarious. Right. All right, y'all. Thanks so much.
Sweet.
Safe travels, man.
My man Cory here is bouncing.
Bye, everybody.
That means that we're getting on the road as well tonight. We're heading to Waco. Oh man, great times. Happy 4th of July. Yeah. And then maybe when we see you, we'll get your story when we get down to SD.
Sounds good.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
All right, man. Love you guys.
My man.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
We'll see you. Love America.
Yeah.